Okay, hello everyone! Hi! My name is Tamara Laporte from Willowing Arts, and I will be your host on Ever After this year. So Ever After is my newest, most precious baby. You may know me, or not, from running a very large, huge project called Lifebook, and it's been going for 5 years now. It's a year-long mixed media art course, and I've been doing it for 5 years, and this year I thought, you know what, I feel the itch to do another collaborative course, but I really want it to be about fairy tales, because fairy tales are magical and beautiful, and they lend themselves so well to the imagination and the world of art. So there are so many interesting characters in fairy tales, and the imagery that we can work with, and the lessons that we can learn from the old fables and tales and myths are quite special. So I set out and contacted about 12-13 incredible mixed media artists, and we have been cooking up a course that should be super magical and super fun and super interesting and wonderfully creative and wonderful and beautiful and all these kind of magical lovely words. So let me tell you a little bit more about it. It will be running over 4 months. The classroom opens on the 1st of July. Registration opens on the 16th of May. And the course is actually structured in such a way that you've got 2 modules, and you can choose which one you want to do, because what I haven't mentioned yet is that on this course we are also going to be, should you choose to sign up to module 2, we're going to be looking at really in depth how to develop your own personal style, how to get in touch with your unique voice and your unique you-ness and your unique story. The course has 2 modules. One, the first module is a module where we do not focus or include style development much at all. This is really for, this part of the course is really for people who, so they're still in the earlier stages of their creative journey, let's call it that. And they're not quite ready yet or interested in developing their own style, but they are very interested in learning how to create magical mixed media paintings with a fairy tale theme. So that's what module 1 is all about. In module 1 you'll be given 12, maybe a few more, a couple of extra bonuses, but 12 mixed media, in-depth mixed media art lessons with supporting PDFs that all have a fairy tale theme. So the 12 teachers each have chosen a favorite fairy tale of theirs, or a fairy tale that they feel inspired by, or a myth, and they will use this myth or this fairy tale to inspire their lesson, and very likely will use characters and imagery from the fairy tale to create a beautiful mixed media painting. Now, we've also been encouraging each other, or I've been encouraging teachers, and I myself really enjoy it, when we mix the fairy tales up a little bit. So, what would happen if Little Red Riding Hood, what would happen if Little Red Riding Hood became really good friends with the wolf? What about Alice in Wonderland on a motorcycle? I don't know. How about if you are inside this story, what would happen? I want us to really explore the twists on fairy tales. We can also do traditional and simply illustrate or paint the characters. And I also really love it when we look at yeah, what can we bring of ourselves to these stories and give them a bit of a twist and maybe modernize them? You know, in the old fairy tales, women are often not as emancipated as I enjoy to see them. So I might make them more emancipated in my paintings. So these are all themes we will be exploring, and we'll also be looking at the history of the fairy tales, why, how they were created, who created them, why they were created, what messages and symbolism they were trying to convey in that time of when they were writing these stories. So it should be quite an interesting way into really the history and the deeper symbolism of these stories, and we're gonna look at what can we do with these messages, how do we interpret them, and what can we take from these stories into our journals or paintings, or what can we do with them on the canvas. Yes, now then, if you sign up to Module 2 as well, then you will also be given access to all Module 1 videos, because we're using these Module 1 videos in Module 2 to learn from and learn from the lessons of the teachers, and use these lessons to study and explore our own style. So these lessons will be used as a springboard to then really start to explore and develop our own style. So in Module 2 you will be given a workbook that I've written, an extensive workbook with several exercises and assignments. You will also be getting extra videos from each guest teacher. They'll all be talking about style development and give you hints and tips. And it'll include an additional 5 guided meditations that will help you really get in touch with certain aspects of ourselves that help with style development. And the themes for the style development segment of this course differ per month. So we're running this course over 4 months. The first month we will be looking at and really getting in touch with our personal message and our personal story, and get more deeply connected to what it is that we love and what it is that we want to send out, what it is that our personal symbolism and our personal preferences are. So we'll be looking at exploring supplies, the types of supplies that really speak to us and that we want to explore further, symbolism and shapes, and how you want to, what kind of imagery you want to use, what kind of symbolism you really enjoy, and it's all about your personal story and your personal you-ness that you want to bring out into the world, and that's what we're going to be exploring in the first month. We continue to explore that topic throughout the 4 months, but the first month it will have a real big focus. Then the second month we look at inspiration from classes, from other artists, from out of photos, books, lyrics, music, nature, everything, and how to use this inspiration to further and deepen our own personal style. And then in the third month we will be looking at productivity, doing a lot of work, to help develop your own style. But we'll also look at methods and ways to sort of push our boundaries and come out of our comfort zones, so that we can stay fresh and up to date and develop by pushing ourselves out of, let's say you're always used to, I don't know, using watercolor. So this month you might want to start trying out some acrylics, even though that might feel really uncomfortable. What can you do with acrylics? How can you make acrylics serve you? So to really look at doing things that we might not naturally want to really kind of do, but doing them anyway will help again with deepening and developing your own style. So that's what we're doing in month 3, and in month 4 we'll be looking at how to deal with your inner criticism, the outer criticism that you might experience, and how to work with or not succumb to the pressures of the trends and the thoughts really related to your own inner story and your inner critic that will say, oh, my art needs to look more like X, Y, and Z, and how you deal with the sort of sticking to your own message, your own story, your own newness, as opposed to trying to be the artist you admire or to try and change your art so that it might sell to the customers in a way that is uncomfortable to you. So these will be topics we're exploring in month 4. So the style development segment will be very in-depth and very exciting and magical. So, yeah, so I think I've given you quite a bit of summary of what this course is going to be about. I'm so excited about it. I've been drawing and sketching fairy tale characters for the last, I don't know, 3 months now. Can't stop, it's really enjoyable. Yeah, I look forward, I hope you'll join. I hope you'll come and join us. And so if you're watching this video before the 1st of July, there is an early bird prize of £49 for Module 1 and £74 for Module 1 and 2. You can only buy Module 1 and 2 together because the Module 2 portion of the course refers to and extensively uses the lessons in Module 1. So you can't buy them separately, but you can buy Module 1 on its own if you're not quite ready yet for the style development thing. Now the style development segment I do think is relevant and helpful even for beginners, because you could use that for later in your career or your journey, I should say. So I recommend pretty much anyone signing up to both segments, because then you can, again, you can learn from that anyway. You might not be ready to play with everything we're going to be doing and what we're going to look at. However, you can learn a lot from this segment, and you can utilize that, I don't know, in 2 or 3 years time, and you feel more ready to develop that. Because, and that's what I was going to say next, is you can download all videos and keep them forever, so you have lifelong access effectively. You will also be given access to a private Facebook group where you can communicate with other students, and you can upload your work there. We'd love to see your work. What else is going to happen? Yeah, so you'll learn a variety of techniques, different ways of working with different variety of materials. It's mixed media art, so you'll learn all kinds. You'll get introduced to or get to learn more about all the different kinds of materials that we like to work with. You'll learn from different celebrated artists in our mixed media community, art community. They're all very happy to get going on this one. And yes, I'm not sure if there's anything else I need to mention. If you have any questions, please do email us on willowing.arts@gmail.com, and we will happily answer any questions you may have. And yeah, so after the 1st of July, the price goes up. So if you can, try and sign up before the 1st of July, you get your early bird special deal. Yay! Alright guys, so I can't wait to make some magic with you guys. Yeah, more information is on the sales page. And again, if you want to, if you have any more questions, please email us. Thank you so much for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it. I really had lots of fun making it. Okay, bye! Get it all out, Sam. Hello, 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 everyone. My name is Tamara Laporte from...